Oh man, we back with another episode. Yes, we're in the same clothes.
Yeah. Welcome back, guys. We decided to record another episode because we were talking, and we came up with this awesome idea.
Awesome conversation.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man.
So, the gist of it is that we humans are visual creatures, and we have this ideal perfection image that we want of a partner.
A romantic partner. An ideal.
Yeah. My theory is that it does not exist because you have to build up to that ideal self. I was using an example like how I was in high school. I was, 110-pound, scrawny kid, got bullied. I was called ugly, just real nasty stuff. And to me, on the inside, I was like, whoa, man, I gotta change something. Something has to change. This isn't my ideal form, This is not my ideal perfection form. And I didn't get that until I got into a relationship with Star, and I started slowly changing, dying to my old self. That's what I call it, burying the old me, because I look absolutely nothing like the old me, and I feel 1,000 times better, and people treat me completely different now than they did before.
Mm-hmm. So, man, let me tell them a little bit about how you changed from when you met Star into how you are now. Tell them.
So, how I changed?
Yeah, like some of the things that changed in your life,
Yeah. So, I was obviously scrawny on appearance and very weak and malnourished.
Malnourished.
I was kind of stupid, I didn't really care about too many things. The view was very small. I would have to steal my clothes to wear, something decent to school. My whole aspect changed. I got a bigger world scope of what is important. It wasn't just how I dressed to school or how others perceive me. Now it is helping others, and obviously I was centered around the church. She brought me into the church,
mm-hmm.
And then I got another viewpoint at that point. And when you have that extra tertiary, I want to call it? No,
I don't know. Tertiary?
We'll cut that out.
Raw. We rolling, baby. Go ahead.
When you have that extra aspect in your life, everything becomes better. So now I could not only work on myself, but now I can work on my wife and bring her up and help her with her struggles that she struggles with, and eventually make her a better person, as well as me making myself a better person.
Star came in and changed. She rocked your world. She came in like a star. She lit it up.
Shooting star.
A shooting star, that's right. And that's, when he said that to me, I was like, man, we gotta go ahead and start rolling. We gotta sit back down. This was about 15 minutes ago. And we got our next episode going because we can't lose the momentum that we got going. This is good stuff here. So, simply put, you see a girl you like, or a guy you like. You don't know them yet, but you can't expect for them to be the way you want them to be.
Mm-hmm.
So, or you would prefer for them to be, ideal, right? You have to negotiate, work, sacrifice, accept kind of thing. In all relationships, that's how it is. Some people don't manage that process, and that's how it goes into chaos. So he said, if you get a 10 out of 10 hot Instagram model kind of girlfriend, but she's dumb, what good does that do you? You gotta help her get less dumb.
Educate her.
You gotta help her learn and stuff like that. Same thing goes with the guy. He looks good and all that, but he's an F boy. He just messed you up, man. He was just wasting your time. Well, when you get in a relationship, you got to assume they're not ready. Now, most of the time, the proper way is to be friends and get pretty intimate in that sense of being a friend before you get into a relationship. Now, I used the example of Brett and Star saying, you wouldn't have gotten on your knee and asked if she would marry me if you didn't know, or if you hadn't started developing some form of ideal together, a goal. What do we want to be? What do you want? What do I want? How can we do it? What should we do to get it? And I thought of the example like this. It's like raising a kid. You don't control the kid's life, right? To some degree, you have to as a parent, but you have to direct the kid in the right direction. Now, I personally want to be a very wealthy man. I'm working to be a very wealthy man, but I can't just expect to gather all this wealth and not teach my kids how to maintain wealth. Yeah. But you can, and that's where the argument of direction, ideal direction comes into play in a relationship. When you get in a relationship, you got to know what you want, right? You got to be clear. You can't just want the body, the booty, the curves, the smile, the straight teeth. You can't just want all that. You can't want the broad shoulders and the built back, and it's not enough.
Yeah.
You gotta pursue. You gotta know what you want. Next, I would say, is be proficient at what it is you want. What you want in them, you also gotta be in yourself. Right? So if you want somebody that ain't broke, you better not be broke. Right? You can't be no parasite. You can't expect a rich man to come into your life, or a person that knows how to manage their money come into your life, and you just spend all of their money. You gotta learn how to manage your own money and make your own money, right? Whatever you demand, you must demand of yourself as well. You can't. It is a two-way street, right? So know what you want. Be what you want. Next is be willing to listen to what they want.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
It's not just about you. It's about both of you. If you want somebody that has their finances in order and they want you to take care of your good health and be in good health, go take care of yourself.
Yeah.
So be willing to listen to what they want. Those 3 steps will help you follow that ideal, become that ideal. I do want me a nice
you want that.
lady.
Now, my argument was, you probably won't find that until you are later in your life. That's why most people date before they get married and stuff, because they experiment, whatever you want to call it. Most of the time they're missing that extreme, I called it the 4 most important elements. It was the physical aspect, the mental aspect,
Emotional, spiritual.
Yeah, spiritual aspect, and the I guess the financial aspect. It wasn't really one of my top things when I was younger. You probably won't find that until you're older, because the older you get, the wiser you get, supposedly. Most people don't, but
Yeah, a lot of people don't.
A lot of people don't. They don't develop on that. But I could see you dating somebody when you're 30 years old, bro. Like, maybe marrying at 30.
Yeah.
Maybe marrying at 30.
Maybe. We'll see.
Your ideal person.
It's kind of late, but
I say that because, you
I'm picky. I'm picky.
That's fine. A lot of people need that's what a lot of people need to be. They need to be picky. Everyone has a set standard. And if that person doesn't meet your standard in any of those aspects, spiritual, physical, mental,
You gotta get them there.
you gotta help them get there. And
Yep.
if they are not willing to get there,
Cut your losses. You gotta peace out, deuces.
snip.
All them fish in the sea. You ain't gotta worry about that one. There's probably a bigger fish out there. Who knows? A better fish, a better tasting fish. I don't mean that in any
No,
kind of
I
context,
don't.
you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
isn't that good though? Let me know what you think down below. And what other tips you would have for that. I think that's good stuff. You know? It's like, what more is there?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got your girl. She's fine. But she's not mentally fine. She's not spiritually fine. She's not emotionally fine. Are you ready to help her get fine? Are you ready? Or are you just going to sit there and complain about how how wrong she is? Or how bad it is? You going to sit there and complain about it? You're not ready to be a man yet.
Mm-hmm.
You're not ready to accept a woman. A woman wants to be guided. They do. They want to be taken care of. They want to be directed in the right direction. Because it feels like you're taking care of them, you're investing in them, and you're concerned about their well-being.
Yeah,
They want that.
They want a leader. They want a warrior. They want a novice. They want not a novice, a novelist. And they want all your eggs to be,
Secured.
yeah,
Defended. They want to feel secure. They
not
want to
just
be...
in one basket.
Yeah.
You could be the best looking guy, but you're dumb. It's the same thing with the female. You could be
Yeah.
the best looking female, but you're dumb.
And that's all you care about.
Yeah.
Being looking good. It's not enough. It's not
That
good
is
enough.
the problem with most people today on what they are looking for.
Why? Because of social media. And it's not because of social media, it's because of the media, period.
Yeah.
That is what's to be desired after. Songs are written after it, you know, about it. Music videos, articles, dating platforms. That's the ideal. That is the ideal. But those platforms don't help you look beyond what we just talked about. They don't. And in our next coming episodes, we will be talking about that social media, so stick around.
Yes.
It's going to be good and bad.
It's going to be a great one.
Mm-hmm.
My question for you guys to take home, and ladies, or
Man.
yes, what do you desire most in a relationship, in a partner? What is that one thing or multiple things that you desire most?
And are you them? Are you? Do you fulfill them?
Do you have those qualities?
If not, humble yourself and stop being so strict and stop being so entitled. Stop.
Yeah,
Stop being so selfish.
You work on those qualities.
Yes. You develop yourself. You get your money right. You get your mind right. You get your heart right. And sometimes both of you have to do that together. See, there's nothing wrong with a broken person meeting a broken person and healing one another. There's nothing wrong with that. But there's nothing wrong. But the thing that's wrong is meeting a whole person, a broken person meeting a whole person, the broken person expecting for the whole person to feel their things. That's selfish.
Yeah.
No. You can't just take, and vice versa. A whole person can go to a broken person and expect the broken person to fix themselves. The whole person has to help the broken person fix. It has to be mutual. It has to be consensual. It has to be equal ground. You have to understand, right? Because the broken person still has pieces. They're not whole, but they still have pieces. Go ahead. What are you going to say? You forgot?
No, I was gonna say, I mean, the person may seem like they're completely there, whole, but there is probably something underlying
Mm-hmm.
that broken person is fixing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nobody's perfect. We understand that. We don't want y'all to think that you want to go find a perfect person or try to make a perfect person. That's why I use the word ideal. Ideal, in my book, in my definition, is the realistic version of perfection. Ideal. What is preferred? What can you be very content with laying down in bed with? And introducing to your friends and your family. Like, yeah, I understand why Star brought this guy and showed him off to her family. It makes sense. It's like having a nice car. You ain't gonna leave it in your garage. You're gonna drive it around. You know? It's not like having a nice, you got a nice clothes and just leave it in your closet. Wear it and go out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You get a haircut, you just wear a hat all day.
Yeah.
No, you're gonna take off the hat, get your hair all nice and ready, and go out and show the world you got a nice haircut. It's not about flaunting. It's about treating it with the respect that it deserves and being proud of it. So stop settling for less and stop going. Listen to our previous podcast episode about this mediocrity concept. Stop settling for less, and stop listening to people that want you to settle for less. Okay, stop just looking for the fine girl that's broken on the inside. She's probably been taken advantage of. You gotta be confident. You gotta be her confidence. You gotta be secure. You gotta help her heal. You gotta help her develop. If she's dumb, make her less dumb and help her learn something. She got bad financial habits. Help the girl. Goodness, she's broke every week. You don't want to be dealing with that. Help them. Help. Be selfless. Be concerning. Now, you can't save everybody. That's the sad truth about this here. Like Brett said, you may be dating, right? You may progressively be dating. You can't help everybody along the way. And there's a few reasons why. And a big one is they don't want the help. Second reason is they're not willing to change, right? And I separate those two because even though they may seem the same, it's because one is aware, one isn't. One is aware of the change, they don't want it, right? One is not aware of the change and want to stay comfortable. That one's the more toxic one. Or the first one's the more toxic one. That one's dangerous right there. You want to cut your losses as soon as possible. But they understand the benefits. They understand, but they don't want to change.
Yeah.
You gotta get, those are some of the reasons why you may not be able to help somebody. But you still gotta try, And remember, there are plenty of fish in the sea.
Yeah.
Plenty. Just because it doesn't work out this time doesn't mean it won't work out next time.
And you can't expect to get a yacht and not start with a speedboat,
You gotta have a speedboat first, man.
I'm just kidding.
You gotta know before you can lay up in that nice yacht bed. You gotta have that speedboat. And here's the thing: some yachts come with speedboats, so you don't lose. You only gain. But you gotta learn to take care of that speedboat. Jim Rohn says,
turn that speedboat into a yacht.
Turn that speedboat into a yacht, man. Just stick it in there. You still got a speedboat, and now you got a yacht. Jim Rohn says, you can't expect to have. You must manage the small daily disciplines to work up to the big ones. You gotta be able to learn how to manage the little things and not the big things. If you can't go to church and give $10, but you say you'll give $20 when you get more money, what makes you think you'll give those $20? You weren't willing enough to give the $10 in the beginning. Mm-hmm. If you're not willing to take your girl out to a date every other week, what makes you think you're gonna be able to take her out to a date every week or twice a week? If you're not willing to share an hour with her for a movie, what makes you think you're gonna be able to share a vacation with her?
Yeah.
You can't just be thinking big all the time. You gotta respect the small things. Respect, and help. Those things will fuel a healthy relationship. They will, in turn, make everybody happy. It's an equation, Plus sign is right here. And it's you and your actions and her actions. Mix those two, you get your result, you get your equal sign. Have you ever drank Kool-Aid without sugar? No.
I don't think so, no.
It says to put sugar in the packet. It says to put sugar in it. Now, why would you drink the Kool-Aid without the sugar? You want to be disobedient, or you got a bad understanding? You didn't read the instructions. Kool-Aid needs sugar. Now, have you mixed sugar and Kool-Aid with no water? No, that's just dumb. Don't be that. That's the person that neglects this podcast and doesn't share it with the next person that they know. That's the kind of person that you are. If you don't share this episode, then you that person trying to drink powder and sugar without no water in the Kool-Aid. You ain't drinking Kool-Aid. You're just drinking the cool part, right? You're trying to be cool, but you're not getting the aid.
Yeah.
Share this episode. Like it. Comment on it. Let me know how you think about it. Share it with somebody, please. Post it on your Instagram saying, "Oh, I'm so excited! I can't wait for the new Royal Podcast episode." If you gotta lie. Get people to watch this stuff because this is good information here, and it's free information. Can you believe that? They don't teach this stuff in school. It's taught you about hot chocolate and bread.
Yep.
This is good stuff. Okay, so go out there and make your relationships better. A lot of these concepts can apply to just traditional relationships. They don't have to be, like romantic ones either. You got to know. You set these standards with your friends, and sometimes you may find out later down the road. So be willing to change. Be willing to let them go. Right? You may go a few years without knowing that they're the way they are.
Yeah, they molded their armor, or you molded your armor, but the other friends did not.
Yeah.
It fell apart.
Yep. And you're trying to go somewhere in life, and they not be able to weather the storms that you're trying to go through, and they may just weigh you down because they can't handle it. So let go while you can, or they're gonna drown you. They're gonna make you get lost in life, and you, in turn, you'll be left abandoned. You have to start all over again. So take these keys, apply them in your life. Do not neglect. Do not neglect the small daily disciplines, and neglect the free stuff, the good information. If you watch this all the way to the end, comment hot chocolate and Brett at the bottom.
Absolutely. And,
Don't do that.
And Shoto.
And Shoto. Comment Shoto at the bottom of the
Shoto.
episode. Hey, look. Comment Shoto at the bottom of in the comment section, and we will see you guys next week. Hopefully, we won't make another episode after this.
I don't think we will.
Yeah, well, after like right now.
Right now.
Yeah, we will
now.
make another one for next episode, but not right now. So,
All
love
right.
you guys.
Stay safe.
Peace.